All right, y'all, we are doing a simple teriyaki grilled chicken today. As you can see, I have my Majestic meats on my chicken. Majestic meats by Queen Chef Seasoning, of course. It's already on there. I seasoned all those pieces up good. They've been cleaned. And now we're just gonna hit it with teriyaki. So when I do my teriyaki, I like to get it real good before it hits the grill. And then I'm gonna cook that teriyaki sauce a little bit and make a drizzle version that I'm gonna put over this chicken once it comes off the grill. So I just season it up. It's really simple. This one is real simple. And I'm gonna show you guys the drizzle in a second also. I'm just gonna cook the teriyaki, give it a little bit of sweetness with some brown sugar. And that's what we're gonna drizzle over the chicken when we're done. But for now, we just have Majestic meats and teriyaki. And that's going straight on the grill, just like that. All right, so we are going to prep these veggies for the grill. Kingdom Come, the all-purpose blend. Going to season. Season them all. A good amount of seasoning all over them. Not heavy, just make sure, you know, some gets on every piece. Kingdom Come. And then I'm gonna do some avocado oil. Just drizzle and toss. Just took those out because I was too full. But you want the avocado oil, just drizzle lightly. Season it first, oil, toss, and they're ready to go on the grill just like that. All right, here's how we're looking on our, I didn't tell y'all about my little jerk chicken over there. That was a secret. But here we are with the teriyaki. It's going pretty good. We're gonna flip those over. Flip. It's looking good. It's looking good. It's perfect. Perfect. Looking good. Okay, and our veggies are going straight across this top rack of the grill, and I'm trying to get them as much as possible skin side up. So we have our zucchini, yellow squash, carrots. I'm gonna load all of these up here, try to leave space in between so that smoke can get through for the flavor. Like I said, just remember skin side up for the yellow squash and the zucchini. All right, we're looking good. It's Sunday. Y'all know what's going on. We have the grill and Queen Chef seasonings because that's all we need on a Sunday. All right, I'm gonna put a half a stick of butter into this pan on about medium because this is gonna be the start of our white cheese mac sauce.
Some of it got cut off, you guys, but the ingredients on the screen are what's already in the pot.
I also have gouda. I have 2 of these. I'm going to take one pack. Like I said, I basically take half. This is a real simple and easy white cheese mac. Very simple, very easy. I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to break it up just like this. They have these papers in between the slices, so I just kind of do that to help me pull them out easily. And they come out pretty easy like that. But the most important thing to remember is half and half on the cheese. So half of your cheese for the mac is going to be put into the sauce. You need to make a mac and cheese sauce. It's important. To me, it makes the texture of it better. And not everybody does that. Some people just use the what is it called? The heat from the noodles to melt the cheese. But I like to have an actual mac and cheese sauce. I do this with my regular mac also. Now my regular mac has quite a few more ingredients, but like I said, this is just a simple white cheese mac. Very simple. But I like the Italian mix because it's already mixed. And the Italian mix, I think, has about like 5 or 6 different cheeses in it. And so I mix that with my gouda. Now, I'll be honest, I just got the gouda, the quick gouda that I could find. But you can get the same amount of gouda. These are 7-ounce packs, but they're slices. You can buy the gouda in a block like this with a red plastic around it. You can buy it like that and shred it yourself if you want to. All right, so I'm gonna turn this sauce off because it's pretty much melted. I had the pot very hot when I put the butter in and the heavy cream, so that's why it melted so quickly. So that's my texture. It's pretty much a sauce. It's not super stringy. It's a sauce. heavy cream, butter, and the cheeses. Now I'm gonna bring my noodles over here, mix the noodles in directly into this pot when every bit is melted. And then we're going to prep it to be put in the oven. Okay, so we have our noodles, pouring it into the sauce after it has melted. Everything is melted completely. Now we're going to add these noodles, already boiled, already strained. Strain all the water off, all of it. Because you want, when you make sure that it's completely strained, all the water is off, it helps your cheese to stick to your noodle better. And that makes for a better macaroni. Make sure it's drained good. Okay. Okay, so this is now also where we're going to season the mac, because once I add my other cheese into it, I don't want to have to do all this mixing again. So we're going to do some salt, pepper, and a little bit of cayenne pepper, just a little bit. Okay, so like I said, we're just going to do a little bit of pepper. If you're measuring for one box, a 16-ounce box, then I'm going to say a teaspoon of pepper and about 2 teaspoons of salt for measuring purposes. And then 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. So salt, pepper, cayenne, just a little. Because the cheeses that I've selected are already flavorful, but you don't want a bland mac. All right, so here's our gouda. I'm going to slice it so that it is in little pieces, little chunks. And then get this ready to go in the pan on top of our mac. All right, and so how we're gonna do this is we're gonna take half our mac straight from the pot. Gonna put a few pieces of butter and the extra cheese, not extra, but the other half of the cheese that we had. So that's about 2 tablespoons of butter, and I'm just going to chop it and place it around the pan, because who likes dry mac? And trust me, it's possible. It's possible to create dry mac. Just trust me on this. So put those pieces of butter in there, sliced all over the pan, and then that other half of cheese. You're gonna break that up. Break it up as much as possible. Like I said, y'all, I use slices, but if you get like the block of Gouda and it's already shredded, you get the block and you shred it, or you find shredded Gouda, same result. If you just shred it yourself from the block, it'll be the same flavor, the same taste. Just make sure you have the right cheese, but you can shred it yourself if you choose.
I had another sound issue here, guys, but I basically just took another cup of the Italian mix shredded and put it on top of the Gouda.
And put it in here. Layer it over the top. And the rest of the cheese is going to go right here on the top layer. So this is a very, very simple, quick and easy white cheese mac, but it's really good because of the flavors. Here we only have a few very simple ingredients, right? So I'm gonna do that, and here we go. Simple, quick and easy white cheese mac with Gouda and Italian cheese mix. We are gonna bake at 325 for 30 minutes. All right, here we go, 30 minutes. Perfection. All right.
Praise is what I do when I wanna eat me some food, or whatever they said. Look at that.
Oh, yes, that is perfect. Ready to serve. Okay, y'all, so after I took the chicken off the grill, I put it in the oven. So it grilled for about 30 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes. And after I took it out, I put it in the oven. So I do that for the extra tenderness. I like the grill for the flavor, for the taste. But I cover it, put it in a pan, cover it, and then put it in the oven for an additional 15 to 20 minutes on 350, just to make sure it's cooked, and for the extra tenderness of it. So that's why I cover it. And you'll see when I pull it out, I'm gonna show you guys when I pull everything out and I plate it, I'm gonna show you the whole meal. But just real quick, while I'm waiting, while the chicken is in there for those extra 15 minutes, I wanted to show you the veggies. Nice grill lines, seasoned well. You can still see the seasoning stayed on there. And so I showed you guys the mac and cheese when I pulled it out, but I just wanted to give it a taste, because I just gotta have my little nosh while that's cooking. Just a little nosh, not much, but somebody gotta taste it, right? We gotta make sure it's okay for everybody. All right, this is supposed to be just a couple bites. Just a few. If it was 3. Y'all, it's good. Look. And see how perfectly cheesy it is? How it comes back out stringy? That's because we do the cheese sauce with the noodles. But then we also put some of that dry cheese or shredded, sliced, chopped, whatever. But the cheese that we left outside of the sauce, that's where that comes from. That good stringy texture that everybody likes on mac and cheese because, you know, that's the best part. But for it to not be dry, for it to be perfectly, and see, this is hard to see because it's white cheese. But for it to be perfectly melted, the texture to be right, and all of that, do the cheese sauce. I always say, even if I'm doing a quick mac, I don't do lazy mac. Lazy mac, I feel, is when you don't take the time to do that cheese sauce. Now, I've seen somebody make some really good macaroni and cheese without doing it. So, I'm not knocking different styles, and but I call it lazy mac. I like to make the sauce because it's just different. It's how I grew up learning. It's how I grew up seeing it done. And once I learned how to perfect that cheese sauce and like really make it my own, I don't do it any other way. Even if I'm leaving out ingredients, even if I'm, like I said, this was only the 2 different cheeses, heavy cream, butter, and then our seasoning. That was less than 7 ingredients. That was like 6 things including the seasoning. So don't do lazy mac. Make the cheese sauce and then leave half for the cheese sauce, half for the actual pan of mac, because that's how you get the perfect texture. Every time. But hey, if you don't, do your thing, ain't Matt. But I promise, once you start doing this way, you're gonna always do it this way. All right, so here is our teriyaki sauce for the chicken. I told you guys we would make. So here's the chicken out of the oven. Like I said, I did about 15-20 minutes in the oven on 350 covered. So the liquid, the juice that you see in there, that's from the steam that was created because I covered it. So it's not a whole lot, so I'm not gonna dump it, you know, plus that's extra flavor. So I'm just gonna leave that there while we do this sauce. So we're gonna take the teriyaki sauce and we're gonna do half a cup. I already had my pan getting hot. So that's a half a cup of the teriyaki. Now, the teriyaki glaze is fine by itself, but you know, just a little bit extra with these things. So I like to spice it up a little bit. So teriyaki glaze, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, and some fresh cut scallions. And that's what we're gonna put. That's what we're gonna put over the barbecue chicken. And I'm basically just gonna let it sizzle on here. It's only 3-4 minutes, not long at all. I just want that brown sugar to melt down in there into the sauce, sweeten it up a little bit. And then I'm gonna pour that right over the chicken, teriyaki flavor. This is just to drizzle it. That's why it's not a whole lot. I'm gonna plate everything so you guys can see it. Everything we made here today. Be right back. All right, y'all, and here's our final Sunday meal. Our grilled veggies, carrots, zucchini, yellow squash, our white cheese, baked mac and cheese, grilled teriyaki chicken. And I know this wasn't in the video, guys, but so I added that kale mix. Look at it. It's amazing. So it's basically a cabbage and kale mix. I sauteed that in the pan with some chopped yellow onion and some bacon. And that's our final result. We'll do the cabbage and kale in another video, guys. I just decided to add that at the last minute because I decided we could use another veggie. And when you make your meals, make sure you tag me, tag Queen Chef Seasoning, tag Queen Chef on Instagram. Let us know how it went. Facebook as well. Tag us, let us know.